Hey manifesting generators, thanks for joining me for your intuitive reading. If you're new to the channel, I do my readings based on your human design type. I use tarot oracle cards and sometimes runes. My readings are non-date specific, so if this resonates with you at the time, then it's your message. Alright, so something is coming in. It's like a fire, a spark, a development, perhaps an enterprise, maybe an esoteric pursuit. Maybe you're wanting to study something out of what you would normally be interested in. It could be a number of things. But I think this is the Friends card. It's one of my favorites. It's just really joyful, and it's almost like there's a spark on his tail. Just like having a really good time, feeling super lit up, which that's what we're supposed to do as manifesting generators, is feel lit up. And this could be you, but it could be someone else. Like someone else is sort of with the King of Bows coming out, Adder. This can represent a person who is honorable, stands out, takes charge, someone who is attractive, charismatic, who brands everything that they do with their creative stamp. They're very unique. And with the Ten of Bows coming out, responsibility, it feels like maybe like they could lighten the load for you, like something that felt impossible or daunting, whether it's just moral support or maybe it's something they want to collaborate with you, or whatever that looks like. It feels like this in the background. It's like he's collecting wood, and their village up here, there's like this village, all these little teepees, and there's a fire for the community. So it's like this work doesn't have to be done on yourself. It's like contributing to something that is not all on your back. Like maybe you can think about this as there's something new you want to start. And maybe you're just feeling more excited and passionate and willing to give something a try. But it feels like there's someone coming in to like inspire you, help you spark things, help move things along. I think we are, not all of us have like some of us will have sacral authority if you know more about your human design, and others of us will have emotional authority. I myself am a manifesting generator with emotional authority. So what that means is while I use my gut response to help me make decisions, my emotions go like this. I'll feel low, I'll feel high, I'll feel low, and before I make a decision about something, I have to wait until the emotional waters are a bit more calm to make sure that I'm locking in on the right thing. I'm making the right decision, and it's not being influenced too much by by like high or too low emotions. So maybe like, you know, there is this spark, but you don't want to jump in too fast, or you don't want to, it's like you want to build something that lasts. You want to build something that is not fleeting, and so you're willing to take the time to make sure that you're building a strong foundation. With the Knight of Bows, Fox coming out, this can represent a change for you. A new path, a new direction, leaving old ways behind. And maybe that was feeling like you had to do everything yourself, feeling like you were on this journey alone. And then, you know, something comes in and you're like, oh, this is better than, you know, this is better than I thought. And it's really giving you this new sense of confidence about yourself, about your ideas, about your creativity. And, you know, it's like, look at this dude. He's got his eye on the prize. He just knows that what is meant for him will not go past him. You know, there's no need for worrying, for doubt. It's like, this will pass, you know, like this will happen. And you know that the wheel is finally turning. Like, we've been in this very inner world for a few months now, and things have felt a bit stagnant and disrupted, and like maybe we're starting to see a glimmer of movement of the wheel turning. And this is, I think, another symbol showing that you're really starting to feel a sense that you're in the flow again. You know, when we aren't in the flow, everything feels like an uphill battle. Everything feels more challenging, more difficult, more unclear, more elusive. And it's like, when you're in the flow, you get what you need, you get what you want, and it feels really good. You can start to trust this and really dance with it, play with it, and just keep returning to, Martha Beck calls, she's always talking about like what lights us up, but she says, like, basically, if you're not in the flow, or you think you lose that trail, just go back to the last hot track. That's what she calls it. You know, or like if you are a detective, the last clue. Like, if you follow one clue down and there's nothing there, then you don't just randomly go searching everywhere else. You go back to the last solid clue. So that's kind of what you do with yourself. And what I mean by the last clue is, what was the last thing that really excited you, that pulled you? So go back to that. Keep returning to that to lead you along this new direction, this new path. It does feel like you're moving forward. The Nine of Bows, respect. This card can talk about having having patience and compassion for yourself and others. But I think this is finally feeling like you are worthy of respect. You are worthy of what you desire. And with the Three of Stones coming out here, creativity. She is so connected and rooted in the earth. She is drawing her source of inspiration from nature, from her connection with nature. And these coming out together too is really important. The fawn talks about like understanding the nature of nature, natural magic. These are both about you really being aligned with nature, really feeling grounded and inspired by it, being in the flow of it. And again, it's like even our guides, like nature spirits and things like that, they're going to help us. Like the more we take one step onto this path, our guides help us to put the next stepping stone in front of us. We are supported in that. But we're just really starting to feel it now. You know? Whereas like the trail, the clues just went cold for a few months. There just was a feeling that nothing was really coming up, panning out. It just feels like we are right on the cusp of something shifting, the wheel turning in your favor. So I think this is super exciting. I would love to hear what you think about this. If it resonates with you, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Take care.